I got rid of most of my stuff recently, and it feels amazing. Did a lot of like digital declutter as well. Minimalism is clarity, especially in the USA, really globally, but the USA especially. We are taught to consume everything: news, media, food, junk food. Walk outside in the USA on a main road and see how many fast food restaurants are in a 1 mile radius. Amazon. You can search anything you want and have it at your doorstep within 48 hours. Medicine. There's a pill for every ailment that you have and will ever have. And there's a good side to all of these things. I'm not discarding the beautiful advancement of technology that we have. But you have to have discernment in today's time, because you cannot be a slave to your desires. You have to have discipline to just be, to have gratitude for what you have. And if you go for a prolonged period or even a short-term period of stripping everything down and just having the essentials, you realize you only need a handful of things to genuinely be happy. Because happiness really doesn't come from material things. It either comes from a purpose you have, helping others, fulfillment in your passions and what you do, not what you have. And it took me years to kind of get to this point of realization with that. But I got rid of most of my things and I feel great. Every time I got rid of something, I was like, wow, somebody will use this now. Or, you know, stuff that I had for 2 years that just sat, and I was like, well, maybe I'll need this one day. I got rid of it and I don't need it. If I ever need it, I'll go and buy it, you know? Most things are dirt cheap to replace nowadays. So a lot of it's the product of our new world and our new environment. We have this level of like max convenience that makes life easier to navigate. And I think we should lean into that as a society. Something that comes to my head a lot, which is kind of a funny, ironic joke, is you will own nothing and be happy. And you hear that and it's kind of panic. It's like, you know, you rent everything for life. You have no ownership of anything. And like, that's the main message of that statement. Don't fall into full tyranny in society. But the good part of that is the less you attach to, I genuinely believe the happier you'll be. Because everything is impermanent. Food goes bad. Items deteriorate. Family and friends die. You die. And you just don't want to be hyper attached to anything. But minimalism gives me this clarity where I can sit and just be content in the moment and just having an adaptable mindset. We've seen in the past 5 years that adaptability and change is the constant. Change is the constant in this world. And you should have a mind strong enough to where no external change phases you. You're tuned into what you're doing, enjoying life, understanding the temporary nature of our existence, and just being happy, being content with the small things, with the little things that keep you getting up in the morning and going to do something. AI is another layer to this, how it'll get better and better and more agentic to where, you know, less and less human brain power will be needed due to the volume of these super intelligent robots that trained from us, that learned from us. But all this roots back to, if you don't need a lot to be happy, there you are, 20, 30 years, tech advancements won't matter as much. You won't be replaced if there's nothing to replace, if that makes sense. But the overall message of this video is just try out minimalism. If there's anything that you think you might need X amount of years down the line, or if there's anything that you've had for a few years that you don't use, get rid of it. It's so easy to replace now. You'll feel lighter. Somebody else could actually use it, and you may help somebody who really needs that in this moment. Because the more you train yourself to not need much from the external, whether that's validation or material things, the stronger and more adaptable you'll be in this new decade, to where everything is accessible, everything is convenient, everything wants your attention, everything. And it kind of translates all over your life, not just material like what you have, but digital, what you consume online, what you consume, what you put in your body. You can be your strongest self on a minimal diet. Get your vitamins and minerals, handful of protein, clean single ingredient foods. So it translates throughout your life, mental, physical, spiritual, all that. So be minimal in a maximal society. Much love.